Yo, what's good, YouTubes? We have got a special guest in the house. Jarrod from NegroJump is on the podcast tonight. What up?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
Yo, bro. Like I was telling you a little bit earlier, this almost didn't happen for the people that are tuning in. I pulled my back out today, so like if I'm laughing and looking mad hurt, that's because everything
He
hurts
is.
right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mad.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, by the way, man.
Cheers, dog.
Oh shit, that looked like you just grabbed the drink out of nowhere. It came out of Miss Incredible. Yeah.
She had it sitting on that dumper.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Dude, yo, I hate it. I hate it when people refer to like ass like that, like the dumper.
Oh,
I don't like it, bro.
dumper.
It's like, yo, look at that girl's,
I've done
got
it a couple
pooper
times.
on her. Like what?
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
A pooper, dump truck or whatever.
Oh shit. Yo, so like for the people that are discovering you for the first time, explain to everybody like what it is you do with your channel, with your content. Like what is it about?
So it's just two black guys talking about anime and video games. That's about the gist of it, man. Like it's just us just having a regular conversation, not really trying to do no debates. We ain't trying to sit here and yell about who's the best character, much of any of that. We just chilling and just shooting the shits. Usually have guests on and find out what they're into, what they're nerdy about. So
but you know what, like the reason why I fuck with you guys is because the content is so funny. You know what I mean? Like I was wondering if you guys did like stand up or you guys are getting into comedy and like what is it really?
So we both started doing stand up. Cordero, the other host, he I want to say it's been 8-9 years now for him, 4 for me. And we started at the same club in Wilmington, North Carolina, and then we both moved up here. But yeah, just a background of stand up, of like performing at clubs and different places, and now we just know how to just translate that over to like the anime nerd culture stuff.
That's dope because it's mad natural, man. You know, I came across you guys on TikTok, and I was like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? Because usually, like when I see content about like anime discussions or anything, like I'm not trying to be a dick, but the personalities can be a little fucking dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's usually the same thing. They're just like, oh, the plot armor and this, that. Is just like, nah, that's not what I usually talk about. I just say like, oh, this was like a trash moment, and like like that was the thing that really I wanted to make sure before I started doing it. It was like, I don't want to just sit here and talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'll still talk about it.
Yeah.
Like let's have fun. Yeah, let's have fun.
It's like how a podcast is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I never script anything. Normally, like I would do way more homework than I did today, which is like watch a bunch of your content. But like I was literally just trying to survive, like my day at work, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, with a podcast, like I never script it. You know, I mean, I'm like maybe over 60 episodes in, and people always ask me, like when they do someone else's podcast, do you ever script anything? And I'm like, no, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Some people get upset that I don't even talk about knives really. Sometimes I just get to know the person that's creating the content, you know?
Right.
Yo, I'm really happy that you're on though, because I've been dying to get people outside of the knife community on here, because even though like we're into shit like this,
right?
You know what I mean? Like we watch everything else too. Like I know a ton of anime people. I know a ton of people that like fuck with horror and shit like that. And I just wanted to get like more people on here. You know what I mean?
It helps keep it like fresh to where like since we pretty much started following each other like this summer. Well, it was like it was early on this year that
yeah, definitely.
But like I'm into the stuff that you put out. I'm like, damn, I kind of want a knife now. Like
it's
like
nice, you know?
It's dope. The flick, the action.
Yeah. It's kind of like you know, we refer to it as like pocket jewelry. So like, you know, people flex their sneakers and shit like that. Like there's a flex with knives too. You know what I mean? Like you have something that nobody has.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see it. I
Yeah,
see
like
it now with those videos. Yeah.
it's different. Like I think most people they get used to or the way they introduce to like knives and shit is like you go on Amazon, you look up a knife, and then it's like $20. That's a good price, right? And you
Hmm.
don't look like any further
Anywhere
than
else.
that. Yeah. So like once I started posting on Twitter, no, and it's crazy because like most of the people that follow me and I follow on Twitter are like minority, like gamers, anime geeks, just like me. But I'm the
Uh-huh.
only one that's really into knives though, from what I've seen.
Got you.
So
Got you.
they're
Got you.
like,
Got
yo,
you.
who's this dude? Like he's one of us. He's wearing like, like like printed tees and shit. But he's
Right.
like, showing knives that I've never seen. And that's why I still post every day on there, even though like the reach isn't as crazy. What social media platforms do you guys like fuck with the most right now?
Uh most right now it's just Instagram
Yeah.
and YouTube.
Yeah.
Our shit keeps getting flagged on TikTok. So it's
Yo, me
like
too.
but it's like TikTok helped us boost our YouTube subscribers. Like
Hmm.
or like late last year we was like getting pops like that. But yeah, after this year they kind of just like if it's not your race talking about it, then you can't have it. Somebody did a video. Somebody did a video of them getting one of our shirts. It
Yeah.
says Negro Jump up there, and like the
Yeah.
dude, like he's like, I'm so hyped. I finally got my Negro Jump shirt. I'm just like, all right, cool. So I do edit it. I do edit the
Yeah.
video, like the feature on TikTok, and that shit got flagged immediately.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea why. But I got invited to do the what the creators app
Oh,
program
that's
or
dope.
whatever. Right. But I'm just like, well, all of my shit's gonna get flagged. So what's the point? What's the
I've
point
got
even trying to like, put the shit up there?
I've got this one dude that I want to say he's around almost 170K on TikTok. He's a knife guy, all right?
Okay.
And what he told me is first one, I create all the content like on the TikTok app. Like I do all the editing and all that shit in there, and I only fuck with 15 seconds. Like I don't go any, like
Right.
further than that. And he's like, I try to post like 3 times a day, like different times, because I know like it's either all gonna get flagged or maybe like one or two is gonna get through. And then he has a copy and pasted note that says like, and I use the same shit. He gave it to me.
Right.
Basically, it's like, hey, I'm a YouTube content creator. Like my content shows knives used for everyday use, never to harm anyone, shit like that, right? And we get it passed. And that dude started his, social media presence on TikTok first, and then on YouTube, like it's definitely increasing. So I know that phenomenon you're talking about. When
Yeah.
you funnel the subscribers on Instagram too, the dude's like getting mad big. I had him on the pod though. I had to get him like while he was still my level,
Yeah. Well, it's
and he's
easy.
Asian too. I was like, yo, I gotta have this motherfucker on. There's
Yeah.
no Asian nice YouTube content creators,
You gotta get those people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's fun, but I fuck with it though. Like it TikTok was giving us there was a nice funnel straight to YouTube and
Yeah.
like nothing else. Like it helped jump our numbers up. But as far as most of the content is going through Instagram. Like we would preview a lot of stuff. Even when we were doing like the AMVs, like
Yeah.
with the anime fight scenes with like the trap music behind it.
Yep.
I had to like every video we have to put. I do not own this
Yeah.
media, and so that just puts you in a bubble by itself. So
Yeah.
it's almost like a waste of time. It's tricky. It's kind of fun
Super
too
tricky.
to see what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah.
That's about it. I just try to focus on just getting the word out more and more. Because like people will comment being like, "Yo, I didn't know y'all had a YouTube." I'm like, "What are you talking about? We had this since the beginning."
Yeah.
Since the
I think
beginning.
that the thing is like when somebody is like kind of big on YouTube, like 30,000 subs, 100,000, whatever. I mean, that's most of the people that I know that are pretty big in the knife community. Like I have a little bit more respect for that than if like someone has like mad followers on TikTok. Cause it's like really hard. Like here's the thing, right? I knew this girl when I discovered you guys. I think you were already at 20K on TikTok. I think. I want to say,
We had a nice little jump when we first
yeah.
got on. It was a nice little pop.
And then there was this girl that I found like pretty close to when I first started on TikTok. Her name is Royal Pain is Me. She does like card tricks and shit. She's mad
Okay.
dope. New York
Okay.
City girl, you know, young. And like now she's like a half a mil, bro. And
Mm.
like I was trying to get her on the pod then, but she got like big mad quick. Like I think TikTok is just like that. Like if you catch that wave, you got to ride it like all the way.
Cause like you said, that one guy he posts like 3 times a day. Like
Yeah.
TikTok,
Yeah.
you can just do that, like,
Yeah.
and get it. My thing about TikTok is it's like seeing the what else does that person have. Like if it's
Yeah.
just TikTok stuff, then like me personally, I don't feel like that's enough. That shouldn't be
Yeah.
like the end goal. It should be
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
goal to have all these followers on TikTok. It's like, nah, get onto these other
Yes.
platforms, like to the other shit that you're trying
Yeah.
to get them to see.
For real. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I try to encourage people that I meet, you know, like even in MySpace is like not MySpace.com. I mean like my niche, right? Is
Right,
like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
MySpace. How fucking old are you, bro?
I was like, that shit's still up.
I started on that. I had Friendster, bro, and AOL. Like, dude, I'm
Damn.
40 years old, bro.
Damn, you look young as shit,
I
dog.
know. I try to blend in and become one of you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't even really got to. I'm just like, damn, this
Yeah.
motherfucker. I think
The
'cause
MySpace reference. What the fuck?
nah, 'cause I had a MySpace. Talk about a
Yeah.
moment in time, man.
Yeah. The
But
top
MySpace,
8.
yeah. Oh. People just get mad how now you're top 8. I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to adjust it. I didn't know you could have a top 32. I didn't know that.
I didn't know any of that. Like, I
Yeah.
think I just would copy the template and like hope that it works. You know, 'cause-
Oh yeah, we
you
had
know
to
what I'm talking
code your
about.
own
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, they don't understand. They didn't even realize what they were doing. It was like, oh, we're just giving them some goofy
I
shit to do. Like,
know.
no, I'm really learning how to use a computer right now. It is limitless. It is limitless.
Yeah, and now like, yo, when did you first like have a YouTube account? Did you get on it when it first came out, or like, because I have videos on my old account when I was like under Mad Raver Ray, and I used to do these glow sticking videos, and I was,
Okay.
bro, I was pioneering that shit. In a fucking alternate universe, you know, the Jabberwockies didn't take over, and it was us.
Wow.
That's how crazy me and my homies were. We would like just do this crazy rave shit for like 8 hours a day, like 6 days a week. It was crazy. And you know, there was an Art of Glow Sticking DVD and all this shit. But anyway, that YouTube channel, Mad Raver Ray, like has been out since like 2006 and have videos on there of me like doing dances and shit like that. I didn't know it was gonna become like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody could see you. Nobody could see that's was going to happen. I first discovered YouTube from it was really just trying to watch anime.
Yeah. Oh,
because
that's a
like
good fucking reason.
back in the day, like when like Naruto was out,
Yeah.
you were able to find episodes like subbed on fucking on YouTube or like random clips.
Yeah.
Back when it was literally like 6 viral videos on YouTube, and that was it. Like that's it. Like Chocolate Rain, and then
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain, and what Leave Britney Alone. I think I had my account. I remember being on it in like 06, 07.
Yeah. But not really fucking with it, right?
Because I didn't know what the hell it was. I just knew I would just type in something and then maybe a video will pop up that I could watch. Maybe it would. But it I didn't get my account to like 08, 09 when I was still like in high school.
Like for us, right? Like the popping, breakdancing, glow sticking community or whatever, it was just like a way for us to get our videos hosted for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, it's so wild, bro, because I don't know if you know, but I was like DJing and producing music too for like 10 years before I got this whole YouTube thing. And even in like 07, I was like unboxing like a keyboard and shit that I'm a, you know, like, oh, I'm a producer this. I didn't even know that was gonna be this big thing.
Dog, nobody could predict. Nobody could predict that YouTube is gonna be what it is. It's insane how much you just can do up there. Like just so much information that's just there for free. As long as you got a connection to the internet, dog. You know how many YouTube videos I looked up for like learning how to like change my own brakes or like taking out a heater core and shit. Like, oh,
Yeah, I did mad tutorials, yo. Just
oh,
like anything, like like how to fix the sole of my boot or some shit like that. Like just
exactly.
anything. You
Yeah,
just
take
look it up.
apart a thing.
Yeah.
How to fix your Xbox 360, like all of that shit. Like rigging up because I do the Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
And I wanted you can't stream the PS3 because it has a program in it that keeps the video from being captured on the capture card.
That's
but
whack, yeah.
Right, it's pretty trash. But what you can do, you can get yourself like, thanks to YouTube, it's like I was like buying stuff people recommended, but it still wasn't working, and then realized I had like this it's a AVI converter, like the yellow, like one of those.
Yeah.
So once you pass it through there, it's pretty much like a splitting the image. It's crazy. I found all that on YouTube. Like finally got my answer. It's one of the best tools out right now. Period. Anything that you want to do, you ain't even got to.
You could stream anything like Nintendo, like the original.
Pretty much. You could. There's a way. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how to do that with the Xbox.
Yeah.
The original Xbox.
There was this meme going around, and it was like you would choose multiple choice, and you chose like which generation of consoles you came in on. Like, which was that for you? Like, what was your first console?
The NES.
Like the 8-bit.
Yeah.
The NES. So I'm pretty sure I had Atari. Yeah, I got this crazy story. So in the Philippines, right? That's where I'm from. I was born there. And I must have been 5 years old. That's when Atari just came out with the sticks, and it's like orange and shit. Like there's no colors, bro. It's just orange. Right. And it was like Pitfall, Harry, like all these old school games. And we had this dude. He was my brother's friend. He was able to like replicate games using like fucking popsicle sticks from like ice cream, and like he would make them into microchips. Like you could see the microchips inside, and he would like just make whatever, like copy whatever game. This is like in 1985.
He was bootlegging.
Yeah, bro, back then.
What?
The Philippines, son.
That's wild.
I thought that I was like a kid and imagined it, but I asked my brother like multiple times. He was like, yeah, I remember him. He used to live like in our town. And I was like, that's so crazy. And when I tell people that, they're like, get the fuck out of here. No one fucking putting microchips on a popsicle stick, like when you eat the
say
punch.
that. Yeah, right. You say
but it
that,
is wood though. It is wood. It's
right.
It's simpler, chips and shit.
You're
like, yeah.
Nah,
Asian,
it's just like
Asians,
this tech.
bro. Asians.
Oh, y'all got it for real. Y'all got it. Y'all make that shit.
Yeah,
happen.
I can't do that shit, man. I just talk on camera. That's my skill. Yeah, I'm really bad at math. Like motherfuckers try to copy from me, they all fail. I'm like,
I bet that sucks having that stereotype. It's just like, damn, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's, that's one thing that's funny is like I feel like I went to a high school where I was like the only one of 4 Asian kids in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of that stereotype. I think because I didn't go.
Just didn't go to school.
Yo, it was funny because how the school would call your house and shit if you cut class, right? And like my mom would be at work, so I would just delete the answering machine. And then one day they called her at work, bro. Like a year later.
Assholes.
Yeah, I fucking got it when I got home.
Of course you did,
bro.
I was like, how many days he missed?
You missed over 100 days.
Right.
My mom is like being mad crazy.
Start beating the hell out of you.
So I got into gaming probably around the same time as you. I think I had a Sega Master System first.
Ooh.
And the first game I had is like the most hardcore Asian nerd game of all time, Phantasy Star 1. That is like and my brother, I have 3 brothers, right? 3 older brothers. So we would like take turns, like, oh, it's my turn to go into the next dungeon. We're like trying to stay up mad late. And that was when we came to America. I must have been 7 years old. And Sega Master System, bro.
Damn.
That. And then I got a Nintendo after. Oh no, wait. I got do you remember TurboGrafx 16? That
sounds very familiar.
It was like they would use so it was like the first system that claimed that it was 16-bit.
Mhm.
and it came out a little bit before the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis era. And they
Mm.
used like these chips. They look like discs, and you pop them in like that. They had games like Bonk's Adventure, Keith's Courage. You're like, yo, you're fucking old, bro. You are.
There's like there's like so much shit that happened in between the Nintendo and like Sega going back at it, and before Sony even popped up. Like there was so many like the fucking Jaguar. Like I've heard
The
of like shit like
Jaguar
that.
word.
The,
Sega CD.
Yeah, Neo Geo. Like
Neo Geo. That's
right.
how, yo.
Right.
It was the
was
same as the
luxury
arcade.
item.
It's too expensive. It's like $800 or something like that. I
And
was
then
like,
the games were like $250.
Yeah.
Like something great.
Right. I was trying to like ask my mom to buy me a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. She's not gonna buy me a fucking Neo Geo.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
My father, he's a gamer, and he told me that one of his friends had the Neo Geo. He was like, he only had 2 games, and that was it.
Like
he only had 2 games,
or something like that.
Probably not even something fun. It's just whatever was there. Just 2 games.
What was your first first game you tried on Sony, like PlayStation 1? For me, it was the demo with Battle Arena Toshinden on it, and that jumping game. It was a combo pack, and I saw Battle Arena Toshinden, right? It was like a fighting game, 3D, the first 3D fighting game I ever played, aside from like Virtual Fighter, I think. But it was on console, so I was like, what? We were like playing the demo, because it was like you get a full fight.
Yeah,
you know, you could make it up to 3 rounds. Like if you win 1 round, you should lose the second round so you get the 3rd round, so you can keep playing the demo.
Yeah.
And that was the shit, man.
It was this game called Wild 9.
Wild 9.
Yeah, it was like this platformer where like the gimmick was you threw out like this electric tasso. Yeah, that's how you would like fight enemies and like solve puzzles and shit. So like you could literally like grab an enemy and like slam them down till you like it explodes. Like that was like the whole gimmick of it. But that's like the one I remember like playing. Yeah, like when I was a kid. When I would go over other people's houses that play on PlayStation, it was games like X-Men, I think Mutant Academy. It was like an X-Men fighting game that was like like a low-key sleeper. Yeah, like some people do know about it, and then other people just don't. Of course, games like Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot.
Twisted Metal, bro. Sweet Tooth. I remember that. That's the clown.
The clown, yeah. Pocket Fighters.
Pocket Fighters.
It was like.
Is that with Street Fighter, but they're like chibi? Like,
yep. That's exactly what it was.
Huge in Asia, bro. I remember that.
Yeah. That was huge. That was another one. We really just stuck to, because we had an NES, and because we had an NES when the N64 was out, and then we got the 64, had that forever, and then like the next console that we got, because me and my brother were big on handhelds. Yeah. So we usually just kept up with the latest Game Boy. Yeah. And that was it. But like we had that and then jumped to a Dreamcast. Oh shit. That's when like the mad bootlegging like happened. But see, we knew nothing. Bro. We knew nothing about it though. So like we couldn't get the connect or nobody to bootleg our nothing.
Yo, in New York City, that was so rampant. You would go to like Flushing or like Chinatown, and every shop was bootlegging Dreamcast.
That's
like every
hilarious.
Shop.
That's
they would
terrible.
Advertise it in the window, bro. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
That's terrible.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Because Dreamcast was so good. Yeah. So the first like online, like full online capability, like that's when they had the Phantasy Star Online game.
Yeah, Phantasy Star Online. I played that one on Xbox, the first Xbox, the brick. Yeah. That's where that's where I first played it. I didn't know about it because like I took a hiatus from playing video games. I want to say from like 16 till I was like 25. Yeah.
Really?
Because I didn't know like what I wanted to do. Like I was trying to rebel. I would run away from home and try to hang out with Asian gangsters and have blonde hair and be stupid and and then what's crazy is I think about that stuff now, right? When I see like my old homies from back then that they still act like that. I'm like, I'm just trying to be funny.
That's
it. Trying to be funny. I'm trying to, talk about what I like on YouTube. That's like all I want to do. But back then, that's what I did. Damn. I played Diablo 3 games like that. Like I would go to the internet cafe and play it, but I didn't have my own shit, because I was broke as fuck.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is, man. Like I'm just now really playing my PS4, and I've had this bitch for like 4 years now. I'm just now starting to like play and like buy games for it and stuff. And the PS5 is about to come out, which I'm gonna just wait on that one.
I'm gonna just wait until people test it and all the fucked up shit happens.
Exactly. I was like, this one is pushing it. Like both of these consoles, the Xbox too, because the Xbox has a feature where you could jump between games now.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's quick. You could just and then go right back.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to be putting on the game. It's great. It's great. And then the PlayStation 5 is just like a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So there's no telling like what that's gonna be like with all like that shit.
I usually wait a little bit, you know. What are you playing on PS5 like right now? Like what's your main shit? Like what type of game do you like playing the most? Like I love Monster Hunter. That's pretty much the game that I play more than any other game. I want to kill.
Thinking about getting it. I'm thinking about getting it. From the videos I've seen you liked on Twitter and reposted.
Wait. What are you talking about? For real?
It's like the only time I see Monster Hunter is like literally on Twitter, and it's usually it'll say like either you liked it or like you said something. Like your name is up there, and I just see it, and my cousin plays it. I didn't see the appeal of it, but like now I kind of get it. I kind of want to play it.
It's like you're just constantly doing boss fights. That's it. There's nothing else.
Oh, okay, got you.
You're doing boss fights with 3 other people, whether it's your friends or random people. And if you could kill it enough times, you're gonna be able to wear like the gear that it gives you.
Right.
So it's like if you gotta cut the tail off, like if it requires a tail, you gotta cut the creature's tail off. You have to only go for the tail, and it's harder to do that. If he has horns, you gotta break his face. Like it's like that. It's kind of fucked up because you're like literally hunters, like you're poaching the parts. Like,
right. Yeah.
But they're bad though. They're bad. You got to keep the ecosystem in balance. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a purpose. We're using all of the animal. All of it's getting used. All of it's getting used.
Like I've been playing it since PlayStation 2, which is like no one was playing it. No one was playing it then. Everyone gave it a bad review, and then when Monster Hunter World came out, it was the PS4's like best-selling game of all time or some shit.
Because when it was dropping, like it was people like, "Yo, this is it." I remember watching like the trailer where they just showed all the weapons you can use.
It's crazy
on there. It's nuts. I'm thinking about getting that.
Yeah, if you want to, man, just like let me know. We'll play.
Hell yeah,
that is my game. But what are you rocking out on right now?
I've been jumping. I've been just buying a lot of shit. A lot of old shit, just replaying some stuff. I'm low-key just building up a collection.
Yeah.
Now
so you're buying hard copy then.
Hard copies of a lot of stuff. Like I still have this collector's edition.
Bro, it keeps looking like you're pulling it out of
her ass.
Mr. Incredible's ass. Like
hold on.
It's a legit it's funny. It's a legit thumper. Like you just
But you can't see it. All right.
Oh, there Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space 2 collectors. It came with like a replica like plasma cutter. You put batteries in and stuff. It was tiny. It had like soundtrack and shit. But yeah. Like I got shit like that.
You like survival type stuff?
I'm starting to like third person shooters. Now I'm a big action adventure guy, hack and slash, beat 'em up. I love
hack and slash. Yeah, beat 'em up. Love that. Streets of Rage. Shout out to Streets of Rage 1 and 2, bro.
One of the greatest
originals.
Have you played 4?
I haven't played 4 yet, and I'm gonna tell you why. We were about to, because I have these 2 other guys that I've been friends with for a long time. One was in San Francisco, the other one's in LA, and we only meet up like digitally, but they're like my friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my immediate circle, I tell them everything. And we were about to get Streets of Rage, but it's only 2-player multiplayer, yo.
Yeah, it's ass.
What?
It's ass. It's so.
What are you talking about?
You have to be there physically to do like more than 2 players.
Oh, than 2.
Yeah. It's pretty trash.
No way, because my girl plays too. Like, she started playing. She's played Borderlands 3 with me. She's played Diablo 3. So like any game where I can bring her online with me, which is very little, from what I know. It's pretty much like the dopest games of Borderlands 3 and Diablo 3 right now on the PS4. That's what we have.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man.
I'm usually big time action adventure like God of War. Like I just bought Devil May Cry 4 for PS3. Beat 'em ups like the Onimusha series.
Yeah.
Hack and slash shit. Like that's my shit.
You play Ghost of Tsushima?
I haven't
What
yet.
the
I
fuck?
haven't. I heard it's good. My problem with games like that, like
Yeah,
open world sandbox games,
yeah.
is that if you're not telling me what I need to be doing, I'm gonna get bored very quickly. Just doing dumb shit over and
It's
over again.
so like here's my because I usually stop playing. Like I had stopped playing one player games, right?
Uh-huh.
I only fuck with Monster Hunter really because I know that I'm gonna invest the time to get good. You know, I've been playing it for a decade. I like, you know, the mechanics and whatever. It's literally just your adrenaline is pumping when you're fighting these monsters, and then you cool down, go to town, re-equip, and do it again. That's like what I love doing, right? But
Gotcha.
my boy, he's like, yo, I got codes for Ghost of Tsushima. And I'm like, oh shit, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Uh, but like he was like, do you want the codes? Because normally I give them to developers, you know, from other companies, right?
Right.
That don't have a lot of loot. You know, he's like, I usually give it to them and they get the free game. And I was like, yo, I'll beat it for you if you give it to me because it was this big game and I thought it would make good content. And I made zero content for it, like on my channel here, like zero, bro. It's really good, man. It's really good. And there's a multiplayer version that they just dropped right now, and it's free.
What
Everything
was
they
it?
gave
What was
was
it again?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost. That's a samurai shit, the open world samurai. So now,
People were high. I've only seen gameplay of it like once or twice. It
yeah,
looks fun. It's just I'm like,
bro,
not right
it's
now. Yeah.
multiplayer now.
Damn. So
Like
you
you
get
could
to run
hop
around with a
on.
bunch of
So
other
there's
people?
two-player story mode where you're like fighting these demon like ghost Mongolian people,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a four-player survival mode, and it plays exactly like the one-player game, which was so solid. Which it was really surprising. They were like, "Yo, here it is for free."
Damn.
I'm like, "What?" They made a
Right.
completely new game for free and just gave it to everybody, and it's like really, really good. I
Well,
like
I
it.
appreciate that shit like that still happens. Because
Yeah,
once I seen Street Fighter
yeah.
5, you gotta buy characters.
The seasons and shit, and like you
I'm
gotta,
like, it's happening.
yeah.
It's happening. Video games are dying. They're fucking dying, man. You gotta
Everybody needs
buy
to eat, yo.
characters. I get it though. I get it. It's just like it's an investment. It's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
$5 for Ken. Like it's
For
a
Ken, he should be
it.
included, bro.
I know he
Ken?
should. I think he's included. I don't know. But then also I also complain about games like Tekken that give you all the characters at the beginning of the game.
Because you want to unlock them shits, right?
It's fun. You get to
It
learn
is
how to
fun.
play the game. You
It's
get
fun.
to learn how to play the game and like just go through it. Like
Yeah.
the last really good game I played that was like I cannot argue that it was solid overall was a Spider-Man game that came out for PlayStation.
Which one was that?
The
I
one
didn't
with the
play that
white.
one.
That
I didn't
one
play
was
that one.
it's a lot of it's worth it. The Game of the Year edition is out for like $25, and that's worth it. But like talking about like all the extra missions,
Yeah.
gameplay was fun. Like the stealth missions, like just fighting people. Story was fun. Web swinging was amazing.
Yeah.
And then you get to unlock costumes
Yeah.
just by like getting in-game currency, like
Yeah.
just by doing certain missions, and you would build up certain like points for shit, and you would just buy like random costumes and
Yeah.
stuff.
And like you unlockables, like at the end.
Yeah, and each costume had its own special unique ability that
That's
you could
dope.
use. So like, and
That's
like
dope.
it's over. It's I think it was at least 10 or more like different
Yeah.
costumes. And I was like, this is how you do a game. This
Yeah.
is
When
this
it's
is
just a
$60.
skin, I get
Yes,
upset a little bit. I'm like, you know,
man.
shouldn't he have like Venom symbiote powers if the suit is black? Like,
Exactly. This
yeah, what
isn't
is
canon.
yeah, this is again. I wonder if people like know what that is. Like that tune into my show, like what canon means.
Oh God. Explain to me
It's
about the
within the main
everyday
storyline,
character.
right? Within the
Yeah.
main storyline.
Yeah, like it's
You know
like
what I
did
mean?
this happen in the comic books? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
and for us, like when you watch anime, it's in the manga, right? But
Right.
for
Right.
comics, like, but you know what? Like the MCU isn't canon though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
it's not.
yeah, and
It's
I
not.
heard you guys talk about the MCU. Like, do you really fuck with it? Not really, because
I'm
same
a little
shit.
tired. I'm a little burnt out. It's been 10 years, dog.
Yeah,
I've been there every step of the every step of the way.
yeah,
I've been there. Like being hyped, hearing that there's a live action Iron Man movie coming out. Like
yeah.
I was excited about that. I remember we got Transformers on DVD watched it, and then like the after. It was like an after screen menu on the DVD of like the Iron Man trailer. I was just like, what? Hype.
Yeah.
Talking about motherfucker on like Christmas Day. That's how excited I was to see that shit.
I went to watch Transformers on opening week, and it was so hard to get tickets. I had to wake up at 6 a.m., bro. And the show was
serious
at 7:30. And you know, I may or may not have accidentally like eaten psychedelics to go watch it. And bro, so this is how it worked. So my boy Spazman was with me. He's one of the dudes that live in Cali right now. And I was tripping so hard. I just gave him money, and I was like, bro, just go buy fucking popcorn and whatever. And I was dropping change all over the floor. My boy was like, yo, what do you want?
Right.
So when we get to the theater, right? You know, I of course, like I don't even know where I am really, right? So I'm watching the movie, and this trailer comes out, and it's people in a party. I didn't know it was a trailer. I thought it was Transformers already. And it was people in a party. It was like New Year's or some shit, and the guy's like talking on the camera,
right?
And like meteorites drop and aliens come out, and I was like, oh shit, Transformers is so dope, bro. It was a trailer for Cloverfield. Yo, but it was dope though. I was hooked. I was like, I have to watch that movie,
man.
Yeah, like I remember Optimus Prime the first time he transformed when they were in front of Sam, you know, Witwicky's house, like Shia LaBeouf.
Right.
And I was like, this is the greatest moment of my life, you know.
Bro, yeah. I was on mushrooms watching Infinity War in the movie theater. Shit. Yeah, I caught a matinee, and I was in the theater by myself, and I was like, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. But that movie was still too long for mushrooms, because I was like, God,
it was gone already.
Dog. It was like when I felt myself like starting to get a little tired, like get a little restless in the theater, I just looked down at my watch and I was just like, damn, it's another 45 minutes of this shit. Like, God damn. But like it was I just remember walking out of there being like, that was a lot. That was a whole lot I just watched. That was a lot.
Like all the shrooms is on my skin already, man.
Dog,
like I'm already coated. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I just went through a whole lifetime in the movie theater just watching all of that. But what got me hard was what got me tight was the
What got me hard?
Right. Yeah, that sounded weird.
What got me hard?
Why did I say it? Yeah.
I was alone too. It was okay.
Exactly. And what I'm about to say, it doesn't help what I just said either. Nah, there was a
I am inevitable. I just like
I just started getting aroused about that. Nah. So I'm leaving out the theater. I'm still geeking. And I was just like, damn, that was a crazy fucking 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
And then there's a kid waiting to get in, dressed up as Spider-Man. And I was like, damn, little homie. Well, like tough break for you. Like I kind of wish I was in the theater.
No, oh, that's right. That kid must have started crying, bro.
Right.
He must have started crying.
Well, first of all, they was just like, yeah, people want to die in the movie, but it was just like, but who? And then they fucking kill off the 16-year-old,
and
have him go through like the stages of grief of just accepting, like, he's fucking disappearing.
Oh man, yeah.
Overall, it's been a fun ride, MCU, but it's like it's time.
You're not hyped for the next. You're not as hyped for the next shit, right?
Nah.
How about the new Blade? Yo, Blade was like my favorite MCU movie, like the original ones.
But see, I'm such a fan of the original ones. It's like there's no need to remake it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blade 1 and 2 recently?
I haven't seen it recently, but I have like a really hilarious story about Blade 2 that I've only told once on the podcast.
So it was on HBO Max.
Yeah,
and I rewatched it.
Two? Oh no, you know what?
1, 2, and 3.
I must have watched it when it was on cable, like by chance. You know what I mean? But not like recently though, because I don't have cable here anymore. I just like I have all the apps.
It still holds up. Like it still to this day, it still holds up. Like,
and they use like good like dance music in the beginning. Like they had like the like the blood rave shit.
My shit was at the end when he like he kind of resurrects himself when he's in that one? In 1 when he's in a chamber and he sliced that dude in half.
Yeah.
And then catches his shades in the air.
Yeah, that was
and then like the beat just drops.
Yep. That was
Woo!
That was
just
so
going at
dope.
it. It was great. All right,
Yo,
what's your Blade 2 story? Because that was
so
a
I
great
was in
movie
the
too.
Philippines when Blade 2 came out. Was it Blade 2 or Blade 1? I'm pretty sure.
What was the response like
It was Blade
back over
1. It
there?
was Blade 1. It was Blade
Okay.
1. It wasn't Blade 2. So when Blade 1 came out, at first I went to go watch it in the theater with like my dad and like my cousins or something like that. I went back to the Philippines. This is like after I came to America for a little bit already.
Mm.
I must have been like in the 7th grade. No. So not 7th grade. Okay. So maybe 18,
Mm-hmm.
17, 18, something like that.
Okay.
And so this girl, I was macking on this girl, right? She was older than me. She's 21. I just turned like, I must have been like 18. I'm pretty sure. And I didn't have money. I didn't have money, and my dad was home, and I was like, I invited her. I was like, yo, you want to go watch a movie? And then you're not gonna believe this, Jim. I asked my dad, I'm like, yo, do you want to go see this movie? You want to watch Blade 2 again? And I went on a date with my dad. He paid for the whole shit.
You brought her to family movie night?
Yo, and then it was just me, her, and my dad. And then she was like, yo, your dad's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I fucked her a couple of days later though. So it
Got
wasn't
you.
for, you know what I'm saying? Like
It
the end
wasn't
goal.
awkward. Yeah.
I had blinders on and I saw the goal and I fucking got it. But that's gotta be one of the most awkward dates like I've ever fucking.
Your dad chaperoning you.
Yeah, that was kind of cool though
Yeah.
that he did that. He didn't make fun of me or anything. He was just like, my son is trying to get it.
He's like, I understand.
Like,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
say less.
Yeah,
Say less. I get it. I get
Yo,
it.
so like the new Marvel stuff, you're not hyped for any of it. I keep up with it a little bit, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's like I'll watch it. I'm gonna end up watching it eventually. I'm just not running to the theaters for everything anymore.
Yeah.
Like if it's something with Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that again. Like the whatever they do with Black Panther.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'll go see that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's about it. Like the Captain America movie started getting better.
Yeah.
Those are probably like all three of those are probably like the most solid ones to me.
Do you fuck with like Disney Plus at all, or like any of the shit on there? Like
I have it. I just didn't take the time to go through it. Like
shit.
Yeah, it was
like what is it like a time thing? Like you just watch a lot of anime or like too much editing?
Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. Like when it came out, I got a free year subscription because I'm with Verizon.
Mm-hmm.
And going on there, I'm just like, well, I didn't seen all of this before. Like it was like revisiting it. It didn't interest me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was never really big on Disney as a kid.
Yeah.
Like
I just watched The Mandalorian, man. That's it.
It was cool. Mandalorian was cool.
Yeah.
Like they got Proud Family up there, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
All the Marvel shit's up there, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then like there's just a few things that I might have never seen before that I'll watch it, but nah, I'm really big on the VRV app.
Verve?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a sponsor for NegroJump?
Hopefully like, one day. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully one day. Nah, because they have such variety. So like they'll have like the old shit like with Boomerang, like Nicktoons.
Did you used to watch Darkwing Duck, yo?
Yeah, I used to fuck with Darkwing Duck.
Yo, I remember that they had that like almost like Justice League versus like the evil ducks or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was so fucking epic. They had like Gizmo Duck and Darkwing, and I was
lot.
I was like, damn. And Gargoyles. Yo.
Gargoyles was the shit.
Shit, man.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I used to fuck with that. He had his own fucking spinoff show. I was more Cartoon Network and like Fox Kids.
Yeah.
Type of guy. Because these they still had cartoons, but then it was still like anime. They would just throw in there. Like, but it'd be like the most random shit. Like nothing anywhere near Dragon Ball Z. Like fighting Foodons. You ever heard of that?
Nah, bro.
Yeah. It was chefs would cook up a plate of food and the food would fight each other. It was pretty it was pretty silly. Yeah,
that's pretty crazy though.
Saturday morning cartoon. Yep. Yeah, that and shit like Flint the Time Detective.
Yeah,
Escaflowne. Like they just do
I remember that. Yeah,
mad shit up there. But Yeah, I'm heavy on VRV and HBO Max right now. I like HBO Max because of all the
Yeah.
DC content they put up there.
Oh, okay. You do you fuck with like Lovecraft Country or Raised by
I
Wolves?
haven't I
Anything like
haven't
that?
haven't watched Lovecraft
You
yet.
like horror?
Yeah. I fuck with horror. Quiet
I
Place is my shit.
Yeah, I've been watching like at least one horror a day since October started. I usually watch horror all the time, but in October I go hard. I must have watched like 25 movies in October already. Like I haven't seen them yet. Like these are all new.
Damn.
A lot of duds, a lot of fucking duds.
I
But
mean, it usually is. It's a hit or
yeah,
miss. That
horror
horror genre.
is
Yeah, it's a hit or miss.
it's
But
a
when you
lot of
find that good,
almost there. You know what I'm saying?
when you
A
get that
lot.
good one though, but when you
Mhm.
get that good, like
Yeah.
I had a friend invite me to the movies
hmm
to go see A Quiet Place, and I was like, oh, I
That's
didn't hear anything
Mhm.
about it. I didn't know anything about it, so I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, I'm just gonna go see this movie, and he just watching it, and he just like, yo, this
Yeah,
is
Quiet Place
dope.
is dope. Yep.
That was dope.
That's what happened with me. I went to watch The Sixth Sense. I didn't know what it was about. The internet
Uh,
wasn't popping that hard.
right.
And I was on a girl date with this girl, Isabella, Izzy, shout out to Izzy. And fucking we went to watch it. We were at the front row, dude. Like it was
Damn.
packed. And I'm like, oh shit, he's already dead. I'm like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I
Different.
always remember that scene where the kid is like, "Do you want to play with my dad's gun?" And he just turns around and his head is like,
Oh yeah, that shit was weird. That's
I
what
was like, yo.
that's when Shyamalan was wilding back in the
Yeah,
day. Yeah, that's when
yeah.
he was just bugging.
And before he made the last Airbender, that's fucking sure.
Oh
It's so
god.
bad.
I
Yo,
heard
my mom hit me up the other day and she was like, "Is there a continuation of the last Airbender?" And I'm like, "Mom, don't ever fucking mention that to me again." I told her to watch Avatar on Netflix. I was so mad, bro. I was like, "Don't ever ask that again." But she's
you
like
talking
a
about the movie?
70-year-old. Yeah. Like,
Oh
is there a
god.
continuation to the movie? I'm like, "Mom, don't ever mention that movie again." And then
Don't
like
no.
I like gave this whole speech in my family chat on WhatsApp, like like why you should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Right.
You know,
Damn.
so
Yeah, I heard they got another live action show coming out for that. And
it's
then
I
M.
don't
Night
know.
is involved again. And I was
Oh,
like, how did this happen? Yeah.
the show creators dipped like from
Yeah,
the
they
original
left. They
show.
was
So
just
I'm
like,
like,
it's like whatever's happening is not what
I
we
don't
envisioned.
know.
I was like, this is not gonna be good. And
It's not gonna be good, man. What's
it,
the first anime you ever watched, by the way, before I forget?
let me think.
Yeah.
I want to say it's a hard between Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon that I could think of
Yeah.
right off the top that I'm like anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably Sailor Moon because that used to come on regular TV.
Yeah. It's different with me because like I came from Asia and like you know the cartoons we would watch is like the giant robot shit like Mazinger
Right.
Z, Mazen Kaiser. I watched the original Power Rangers, bro.
Super Sentai?
Yeah, I watched the original shit where like the Green Ranger dies and they're trying to revive him with plants and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I watched. And I used to watch the dudes on the motorcycles with the
Kamen Riders.
Yeah, Kamen Rider, Mask Rider Black, like that kind of stuff.
I still watch that shit now.
It's dope. It's dope.
It's dope.
It's dope.
Yeah.
The new shit is like what? Like I wish it was like
it's out
this
there
as a kid, you know.
It's the new shit they make it, they try to make it like an anime almost.
Yeah.
It's really yeah, it's the gimmicks,
dope.
like I'm with all of it. Like of course shout out to YouTube again for like just giving me so much more than just like anime because I would go like once I seen that people was just throwing like old shit up on YouTube, like stuff that's just not on TV anymore. So I would just start searching whatever. So I was looking up like Mask Rider or like Power Rangers, and then Super Sentai and Kamen Rider would pop up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then go down that rabbit hole, start Googling. Next thing you know, I'm watching like 3 or 4 different like Kamen Rider series or like Super Sentai and shit.
I think I broke my leg trying to jump kick like Mask Rider Black when I was a kid. You know,
good job.
What's funny is ours was like in Tagalog and like Filipino. So he would be like, Susugo Kasakin. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, you're gonna surrender to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Meanwhile,
I didn't get the Japanese. I didn't get it. Yeah.
America, it was so weak. It was so because they would chop up the footage so bad that it was just like, this is horrible. But they actually tried to do another Kamen Rider series like in like 06, 07, well, all American cast, and of course it was just horrible. Like it was so bad. Like that's the biggest problem I'm seeing, because I tried back when Netflix like put all the Power Rangers on the streaming service, like this to stream.
Yeah.
I started noticing, I was like, all right, the story is not that bad compared to just a weekly sci-fi television show.
Yeah.
Like it's all right. There's a formula and they just stick with it. It's just that the acting is terrible. Like
Yeah.
it
It's bad.
so it's so bad.
You mean like the dubbing, or they actually replace the actors when they do
the
the
actual American actors,
what?
the dudes that do the script? Like, is because I'm like, how did this get dumbed down from what Super Sentai is? Because a lot of Super Sentai stuff is like, it's pretty entertaining. Like, is the flips and the dialogue between all the characters and what they do, like in between, like out of the suits and shit, like the personalities, and then it's not fun just meeting up at the juice bar every day and watch your friends spar. Like, no, go out and do something. Go do something productive. Yeah.
Did you ever you ever watch clips of like the Japanese Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. That show is wild.
Spider.
Yeah. Jaguar. Like, he's calling a giant robot. He's calling a giant robot.
Yo, my boy went to Japan out of nowhere. Spaz, man, shout out to Spaz again. He was like, bro, I'm moving to Japan. I'm like, what? To do what? He's like, I'm gonna teach English. And I'm like, that's white people shit, man. I can't just move, somewhere and like get a job right away.
People have been telling me that. It was just like, yeah, that's
he did it for 2 years, bro. 2 years.
I'm just scared. How was he living out there though?
It was pretty rough, but he was able to send me like a giant box of like dope Japanese snacks and shit like every year on a teacher's salary. So it couldn't have been unlivable. You know what I mean?
Since I hear that's what a lot of people just do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm curious. Like, so what are the like? What's your average day like when you just living on a teacher's salary in Japan? Because
I think not a lot. Probably like a lot of drinking at your crib and just playing Monster Hunter with your boy from the US. I sent him a Nintendo DS and a copy of the English version of Monster Hunter to Japan. I spent an extra $65 on UPS just so that we could play the same game. That's friendship, bro. I was like, yo, we're gonna play this shit because like if you get it in Japan, it's gonna be Japanese. We can't link up. So I sent him like a DS and a game. But he told me in Japan, like it's pretty easy to do that. And I was like, I don't know if I could. Like even on TikTok, when I see people that go to Japan and do the same thing that he did, an English teacher, it's like a lot of white people.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I can't just do that, like I don't know.
It's because it's a big jump. It's not like you could just do it, be like, I'm off this, and just try to come back and just get it together. It's like, nah, man, you moved your life across the globe.
Yeah, Spaz, you know what he did? Remember I told you he was in California? He just moved to Hawaii like 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
I'm like, I can't do that. He doesn't know anybody there. I'm like, I would not. But have you done that when you first moved to New York City? Is that what you did, or you knew people here?
Nah, I got family. I stay with family right now. Yeah, but like it's anytime I move, it was usually I know somebody there.
Yes.
It's always, or like family. I have a big family, so it's like it was never really blind. Only time it was like that was I moved to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then
for a few years.
Yeah, but you were with your mom though, so you were with
right. Yeah. Not just up in I thought about doing that with Seattle like years ago when I was like 19, 20. Just thinking of somewhere that like I thought would be like a cool place to live.
What were you into then? Because you got into stand-up like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah. So it was like I was doing the same shit I was now. It's just that there was no way to profit off of it. Yeah, there was no way to profit off of like just gaming and anime. So like I was just working, I was just doing a job. First thing I really chased after was culinary school.
Oh shit, like cooking.
Right. And that led me to work at Applebee's for a couple years. Working at Applebee's. I had to try all the motives. I was just doing shit. I didn't really have no like big interest besides just watching anime and playing video games. Like that was like that was the peak of mine. Like, yeah, this is something I would like to do for the rest of my fucking life, for real, for real.
So like with NegroJump, right? Like what's going on with that right now? Are you guys distributed like in audio format through like iTunes and all that?
Yeah, we're on everything pretty much.
Yeah.
We're on like
How do you handle distribution?
So I pay a monthly subscription for one RSS feed.
Okay.
And with the RSS feed is just a link, and all these different platforms, you literally just plug it in and now your shit is on there.
Do you have to do it one by one, or like it's just one thing?
It's just one, like once you set it up once, all you gotta do is keep re-uploading to the site.
Yeah. And then they just
where your link is. Yeah, it's just because it's literally like just like, all right, so this link is going back to this site every time I put a new file up.
Yeah.
And it just uploads like that.
Oh shit. I use YouTube Anchor ones to do it.
Yeah, Anchor, it's like one stop. Like one stop shop, it just distributes it for you and everything. Yeah.
The thing about that is though, like I don't really know how much reach I have, right? Because like the Anchor numbers, I don't know if they tally the whole shit or like I have no idea. I have no idea right now.
It's weird because it's like it. Because I know you gotta wait a certain amount of time to really see the numbers and like what's really there, like the averages and stuff. Like I only really see numbers from like Spotify and iTunes. Even that, I still really don't understand. SoundCloud had its own like good analytics and shit too, and of course SoundCloud still has like a reach because like a lot of people still use it as like a place to like stream and shit. But YouTube, I just make a video and just put it up there. We got the visuals, finally figuring the visuals out. That's like editing with Premiere and shit. So yeah, we just try to just make ourselves just heard everywhere. Try to get on this ad revenue to see how that.
Are you seeing any of that yet, or like?
Nah, we're like halfway there. Nah, we're like halfway there on YouTube.
Yeah. See, on YouTube, it's like I could monetize, but I don't. Right. I have a Patreon where my girl and I just watch fucking crazy shit on Reddit. And like we just watch it with the people that tune into the extra 1 hour long podcast. And then I have tiers. That's really the only revenue I'm seeing aside from the free shit that I get. Right. Because like doing like gear reviews, you get a lot of free shit. You could repurpose it for a giveaway. You could like sell it. Right. That's really the only thing. And you know, how long have you had the channel up? How long have you guys been doing NegroJump?
Just a year.
Yeah, I've been doing it for over 3 years. Gonna go on 4 years this summer. Yeah. And it's not this summer actually. Yeah, it's next summer. I'm gonna go on 4 years. But it's like I've only started to pop right now, I think, because the podcast. Time. Yeah, the podcast is what did it, right? This is what I was talking about, where I don't understand what the reach is. Because like I would join like a random knife Facebook group. I don't fuck with Facebook that much. It's like like 2 minutes on my Facebook feed, and I'm already. It's a bummer, man. I'm just like already. I'm like I don't want to read this, right? But there are a lot of knife people on there, you know. So I would join a random group and introduce myself, and they were like, "Oh, I love your show, bro," and I have no idea who these fucking people are that are like tuning in. I have no idea where they're tuning into it, if it's on YouTube or audio. So that's the one thing I don't understand. Like
I'll ask every now and again that like people like where y'all tuning in, like where y'all listen, what platforms are y'all listening on, where are y'all from, and like we get random shit, like a lot of people in New York and people in the UK it's like hit us up through Instagram, and then there's been like a couple people in like South Africa, and then a dude in New Zealand recently hit us up and was just like, I listened to it. I'm like, God damn, right. Yeah, right. Dope. I'm the same way too, because like the internet is so vast. That's what's really so dope about it now, with all of these ways to just get some type of revenue just from people just like consuming your shit. And you don't even need that many people. Like you don't even need I don't need to get New York on my back. I just need to get like a bunch of people all over just listen to my shit.
Do you fuck with lives at all on like YouTube, or like where do you do lives the most aside from Twitch?
We were doing our Twitch streams on the YouTube. Like we had that link together, but then we just stopped because it was kind of cluttering the YouTube stuff. Because like you really gotta like separate that shit at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So like
Mhm.
mixing the gaming stuff with the anime and then like the blurred thing, it was like they say like it puts a strain on the algorithm, so like it can put you somewhere that I
Because
guess that
they
everybody can
don't
see it.
know, right? Like they don't know
Right.
what
They don't
you're
know
doing.
exactly. So it's like you want to be anime, y'all want to be the
Yeah.
gaming guys because you got
Maybe
to pick
that's
one.
why my
Yeah.
numbers are total dog shit. I'm like,
you
because I
got
do.
it.
Yeah.
You have that is something to consider. Like
Yeah.
we're in like the pocket of blurred anime stuff on TikTok because that's
Yeah.
usually all I see. It's just black
Mhm.
kids doing dumb stuff, people talking about
Yeah.
anime, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I really see.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna ask you. It was important and shit too.
Was it
God
about
damn it.
YouTube?
Hold on. Damn. um, you know what? So I was talking about YouTube, and then I asked, how long? Oh, the live shit. Yeah. So you ever seen like the pocket chip challenge?
No.
So you don't know about that hot ass chip that people been eating all over the internet?
The pocket chip?
Pocky.
Pocky. No,
It's
I
one
don't.
chip. It's black, and people have been eating it. And like they do videos on it. It's been going viral. So like I did. You ever watch the show Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a show called Sharp Ones for the knife community, where they're able to ask me questions while I eat the same fucking hot sauce from Hot Ones. Like I ate the whole shit, including the
Mm.
bomb. And so this chip, I bought it, and the reason why I ask about the lives is I've never done live. I've only done live one time, this past yesterday, to test if like I had the capability to have the chat going, and then I'll have another camera or whatever. But I'm gonna eat this fucking chip, bro. Like, do you fuck with spicy shit at all? Like,
A little bit. I still like to enjoy it though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I've seen the videos that I've seen is like
Is it
people
like
are
that
just,
one chip challenge?
yes,
Like
the
the chip that
Pocky
came in
one
a
chip
box?
challenge. Yes, that's
Got
what I
you.
have. I'm gonna
Okay.
eat that shit next Wednesday, yo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I mean, I did the hot ones, so I figured it'd be all right. But everybody told me like, nah, this is crazier than hot ones, and I'm gonna do it on YouTube Live, and I'm gonna have people just ask me questions while I'm like dying, basically.
Oh damn.
Is
Damn,
is
dog.
that a good way to hack the culture? Is that like a move?
That's just something. I mean, it's just something to do. That's one of those things that like, fuck it. Like I bought a Gundam model,
Yeah.
and then like one of the Twitch streams, it was for a few Twitch streams. I just streamed myself just building up the model while I played like a unaired episode.
Yeah.
So like it really don't matter. Like that's what you want to do, fucking go for it. Flip out
I'm
all the knives while you do it. Like fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just trying it because like my girl was in on it last time, and then I was surprised with how many people like came in and was
Mhm.
like actively participating. I didn't even have super chat set up. Like people wanted to send me money and they couldn't. It was like fucked up.
Dog, it's so many
Yeah,
ways that
I know.
like money just passed around like
Yeah.
everywhere on the internet, and like you just not on it. You just like, well, fuck. I don't know what to do.
So what do you do? Like, and we'll end in a little bit. We've done over an hour already. It was fun.
It's been
Fucking
fun.
hanging out. Yeah, man. Like anytime you want to come on, if you want to promote some shit, let's say you're doing something big, you want to promote it to an audience that you guys normally reach, you can always do that here. Even though I'm small fish right now, maybe
Hey,
like
hey, same
yeah,
shit, man.
yeah, you know.
Same shit. Just somebody that's just putting out stuff and just trying to get that pop like
Yeah,
everybody
man.
else.
I'm just
That's it.
fucking trying.
Yeah.
What do you do like aside from your content creation shit? What do you do like day to day? Like you work, what's going on?
Yeah, I work fucking retail and do a
Yeah.
moving job. But with this winter coming up, I'm about to kind of just chill out and just see what happens like everybody else. Uh-huh. Besides that, like literally like how I am on my podcast on the show,
Mhm.
that's literally me. Like this is all I do is video games and anime. And it took
Yeah.
me a while to realize that like a lot of people stopped. Like my brother, who's been in it forever, like he
Mhm.
took a break from it,
Yeah.
from like the video games and the anime stuff. Like this, it. I just never stopped doing it. I keep all my old systems and games. Like today, I went video game shopping, just picking up shit.
That's
So like,
crazy.
yeah,
I don't have all my old shit like at all. Like I don't have
it just so happened that like so I came up here. I had a PlayStation 2, I had a PlayStation 2, 3, and 4, and then I had a DS and like games, little shit. Now I didn't know that my cousin, who's my aunt's son, I didn't know my cousin still had the original Xbox and GameCube that I gave him years ago. Like I forgot I even gave them to him, and like both of these shits still work. So I was like, well, damn, all right. So it's like full circle. So like I'll just start.
And he doesn't play it anymore?
No, he doesn't play it. You know, these little kids don't play this old shit. They think it's just old.
Fortnite
it's just like,
and shit. That's what they want. Yeah, I played Fortnite with my nephew, and like I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like y'all don't want to play games anymore. Y'all want to hang out online. I like playing games. Yeah. That's how I am on Twitch. It's like
you play solo, like single player shit usually.
A lot of times, yeah. I really don't do the shit that's trending by myself. Cause I'm like, for me, this is kind of boring. Like, let me do something that I know you haven't seen or like you didn't hear of. Like when I did the stream tonight, I talked about the games I picked up, and the guy was like, I haven't heard of most of them. I'm like, that's crazy. These games been out for a while.
Like, what games?
Like what did I get today? I picked up No More Heroes 2.
Oh shit.
I picked that up because I never beat that. Sonic Riders. Devil May Cry 4 for nostalgia. I just got that because I was like, that was a really fun one. And Neo. NIOH, that one that's kind of like Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, they have Nio 2 now, actually, right?
Oh, Nio, yeah. It's
Nio. Yeah, I don't know.
I wanted to, because I seen it, I was like, this, I know it looks like Dark Souls, but it's like, this kind of looks like fun.
Do you like Dark Souls?
No, I don't. It's such a frustrating.
Like my friends try to get me to play Dark Souls 3. Like they bought me the game. Spazman bought me the game, sent it to me, and I played it for like 2 days, and I was like, I'm gonna play Monster Hunter now.
That's what I'm saying. It's stress. I had a friend get
and Monster Hunter is fucking hard, dude. You could get hit once and die, just like Dark Souls, but it's like you have a chance to strategize. You know what I mean?
Dark Souls, like, they just throw you right in. Like I had a friend of mine bought Bloodborne for me, which is it's just Dark Souls, but you can't block. It's just all attacks. But my problem was, I'm like, all right, it's a task at hand, but like there's no storytelling, no narration. It's just a bunch of weird, creepy stuff going on. And you just hacking away at shit that it just doesn't make any sense. Like it's just random shit that's there. Like, why am I fighting a werewolf? Nobody wants to explain anything. Yeah. Like it's like that type of shit. It's and then
felt the same way to me.
Yeah, and then you add in the difficulty. It's just like, come on, man. This is too much. This is too much. I didn't ask for all of this. I just wanted to play a video game. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, word, man. I haven't been playing as much as I used to. I just play Ghost of Tsushima Legends right now. Monster Hunter on the Switch. I bought a Switch because the new Monster Hunter coming out in March is on the Switch. So I literally bought one, and I'm getting my tax refund soon. I filed late, and I told my girl, like, yo, I'm getting you a Switch. If you're not good at Monster Hunter, like, this is our first one, like, we can't get married, bro. That's just
that's how it is. Deal breaker.
She proposed to me, actually, and I was like, well,
wow.
Can you kill that wyvern? Or
how bad do you want it?
Yeah, exactly.
How bad do you want it, huh?
Oh, damn. Man, bro, it's been a pleasure having you on, man. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, you know what's crazy is like I forgot that my back was fucked up till about like 10 seconds ago. Probably
I'm glad I helped.
Probably when I forgot like what I was talking about, I realized like, oh shit, I shouldn't have moved like that. I was trying to keep it together. You
did a great job. You did a great job on your end. Did a great job.
Bro, thanks for doing this, man. Like I said, you're always welcome to be on here. Stop by the shop whenever you want. Hit me up if you ever need anything, man. But thanks for doing this. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yo, this is your boy in the NYC, and this is the EDCCP saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.